The atmosphere was a powder keg of pure, unadulterated electricity. It was a night where every cheer felt louder, every confrontation felt more intense, and the very air in the arena seemed to crackle with a sense that history was poised to unfold. This was more than just another episode leading into a premium live event. It was a narrative pressure cooker, and the entire WWE universe could feel it reaching its boiling point. Just as the final pieces of the Survivor Series puzzle appeared to be falling into place, the unthinkable happened. Without warning, the blazing arena lights flickered violently and then died, plunging the packed stadium into a momentary, profound darkness. A tense, eerie silence descended, broken only by the confused murmurs of thousands of fans holding a collective breath. What was this? A technical glitch? A new, sinister entrance? The uncertainty was paralyzing. Then, cutting through the stillness with the force of a physical blow, a single name erupted from the sound system, reverberating in the chest of every person in attendance: FATU. The roar that followed was absolutely deafening. Emerging from the shadows of the entrance ramp was Jacob FATU, the Samoan werewolf. This was a man many had written off, a force of nature sidelined by what was reported to be a career-threatening assault. He was supposed to be gone, healing from brutal, very real injuries far from the spotlight. Yet here he stood, his eyes burning with a ferocity that silenced any doubt. But the shockwave was only beginning. For Jacob FATU did not come to face his demons alone. Standing shoulder to shoulder with him, stepping into the WWE spotlight for the first time, was his brother, Zilla FATU, the prodigal son of the legendary Anoa dynasty, a name whispered in wrestling circles as the heir to a throne he had yet to claim. The mere sight of these two warriors, united, sent immediate seismic shocks through the very foundation of WWE. Backstage, locker rooms emptied as superstars watched monitors in stunned silence. Online, Twitter exploded into a firestorm of speculation, while every wrestling forum from Reddit to dedicated news sites crashed under the weight of instant traffic. This was not merely a return from injury, this was a declaration of war. This was a reckoning a decade in the making. This was a game-changing moment that instantly rendered every existing Survivor Series prediction obsolete. The questions began to swirl like a hurricane. What is the ultimate goal of the FATU brothers? Is this a mission of vengeance for the brutal attack that sidelined Jacob, or is it a grander play for dynasty and power? Who, exactly, has drawn their ire? Solo Sikoa, the current head of the table, Paul Heyman, the master strategist, or the entire system that wronged them? And most critically, how will their combined presence, a fusion of Jacob's raw, unleashed fury and Zilla's untapped, mysterious potential, irreversibly reshape the battlefield of Survivor Series and the future of WWE itself? To truly grasp the magnitude of this return, one must understand Jacob FATU's arduous journey. After establishing himself as a key, devastating component of the Bloodline's extended narrative, his momentum was horrifically halted by a backstage ambush on SmackDown. This wasn't a scripted beatdown. Sources confirmed it was a very real incident that left him bloodied and motionless. Renowned journalists like Dave Meltzer reported the grim details: significant dental reconstruction, severe physical trauma, and a recovery timeline so extended that speculation pointed to a potential absence stretching well into 2026. The Samoan werewolf had not just been caged, many feared he had been permanently neutered. Yet, in a stunning reversal, the wrestling world is now buzzing with confirmed reports that Jacob FATU has been medically cleared, his return strategically timed for the white-hot spotlight of Survivor Series weekend. Insiders suggest he is being positioned not for a quiet re-entry, but for a dramatic, immediate impact that will send a message to the entire roster. Zilla FATU's arrival, however, adds an entirely new and fascinating dimension. While not yet under a long-term WWE contract, Zilla has been carving his own path of destruction on the independent circuit, amassing championships and earning vocal endorsements from legends like Booker T, who has publicly anointed him a global star in the making. His desire to join the WWE's familial saga is no secret, and his timing, aligning with his brother's most vulnerable and pivotal moment, is nothing short of poetic. Their chemistry is not merely theoretical. It was forged in the fires of the independents, where they battled together for years, developing an almost telepathic in-ring synergy. This reunion is a narrative goldmine, promising not just explosive action, but deep, emotionally resonant storytelling centered on blood, legacy, and redemption. For WWE Creative, the possibilities are now endless. They could launch a blood-soaked, revenge-driven saga, with a healed but hardened Jacob seeking retribution, backed by the cold, calculating support of Zilla. This could manifest as a direct assault on Solo Sikoa's regime, effectively creating Bloodline 2.0, a new, hungrier iteration of the dynasty ready to challenge the established order. The storyline could be further enriched by internal conflict, exploring the natural tension between Jacob's experienced, rage-fueled methods and Zilla's perhaps more strategic, ambitious vision for their family's legacy. Their presence immediately elevates every title picture. The United States Championship scene could become a brutal proving ground. The tag team division, in dire need of marquee names, would be instantly revitalized with a duo possessing unparalleled authenticity and power. This is the kind of storytelling that hooks fans for the long haul, a saga of legacy, the burden of a name, and the unbreakable, if complicated, bond of brotherhood. Survivor Series provides the perfect, grand stage for this new era to dawn. The FATU brothers could emerge as shocking, unannounced entrants in the traditional Survivor Series elimination match, single-handedly decimating the opposition and shifting the balance of power. They could interfere in the main event, costing a champion their title and instantly creating a top-tier feud. The following nights on Raw and SmackDown could then be dedicated to powerful, visceral promos where Jacob's raw emotion and Zilla's quiet intensity lay out their manifesto for the future of the Anoa'i legacy. Of course, a narrative of this magnitude carries inherent risk. WWE must be certain of Jacob's physical readiness to perform at his signature, high-impact level. Introducing two powerhouse figures at once risks overshadowing other talent if not managed with careful booking. And the audience will need to see Zilla earn his stripes through compelling matches and promos to fully invest in his rapid ascent. Yet, if executed with the nuance and grand scale it deserves, the return of Jacob and Zilla FATU has the potential to become the most gripping, emotionally charged family epic in WWE since the rise of the Bloodline itself. It is a story muscle and heart, destruction and legacy, all wrapped into one explosive package. The countdown to Survivor Series is now a countdown to a revolution. If you want to witness every jaw-dropping moment, every shocking declaration, and every earth-shattering superkick as this saga unfolds, you cannot afford to be a passive observer. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and ring the notification bell so you're front and center for the first chapter of the FATU dynasty. Stay tuned, stay ready, and brace yourselves. The war for the soul of the Anoa'i legacy is about to begin, and it will change WWE forever.